I don't have, for example, the typical look and feel of what the average Australian out there would perceive to be a Muslim. And I do still get to this day, nearly 9 years on, that reaction of what are you doing in this mosque, for example. I walk in and everyone's heads will spin around, and occasionally I will, and perhaps I shouldn't say, relax, I'm a Muslim, and I keep walking.
In a shopping centre, why don't you go back to your own country? I'm like, where do I go?
There's a general assumption that all Muslims are refugees, or all Muslims came from somewhere else. Not that it's a religious choice. I was born here, from back in Smash, for God's sake, you dinky die, mate. And I think that's just, it's a misconception to do with people from overseas as opposed to it being a valid religious choice.
I think that the community has had to strategically set itself up according to ethnic lines in order to sustain itself, but I think that will disappear as younger generations who do speak English move into senior positions where they no longer necessarily see the need to be dominated by a specific ethnic group.
Reverts come with clarity. I'm not suggesting for a moment that lifelong Muslims don't come with clarity at all. It's not intended that way. But we don't come with the cultural, nationalistic attributes that many of our brothers and sisters do as well. So there is that additional clarity that I think is valuable.
We're a very small community and we have lots of different needs in the community, but unless we start working together, we won't achieve the results that we really need to see today.
Basically all the different groups out there, they only stay to themselves. They don't help each other out maybe, but yet this brother might be from a certain area and I'm from a certain area, but it doesn't help each other out, We don't help each other like we should, like Islam says. Regardless
of your religious background, if you're going into a family environment where everyone is speaking a language other than English, and I think there's nothing more than an isolating experience like that. And Muslim reverts will feel that experience at Jummah prayer when khutbahs are delivered in Arabic, and so you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs for half an hour, waiting for the English version, if you get it.
I guess other things that still confuse me to this day is we have two Eid festivals here in Melbourne. We have them a week apart at the same venue. You sit there and you wonder why. We're one community, we're a very diverse community, and perhaps therein lies the answer, but we are one community ultimately, and it'd be great to see that come together in that celebration as one, rather than as two or three or four.
Muslim Standard Time, MST. This is still an interesting experience. It's difficult to organise services sometimes when the Muslim community are rocking up an hour to 2 hours late, depending on the cultural background.